Good, y'all. Your boy's back, and I've been wanting to make this video for a while. It's been a long time coming for this video, but I want to talk about people who stay in abusive relationships, or people who, stay in relationships out of fear. And basically, when it comes down to women, they stay in a relationship with a guy who they know is bad for them, but they won't leave, and they won't break up with him basically because they're scared of him. And men, especially, submissive men or men with low self-esteem, they stay in a relationship with a woman who, talks to them any way they want, who dogs them, Basically, they let their woman run all over them, but they won't check her, they won't put her in a place, and they won't do it out of fear that she will leave. Now, I don't know, well, okay, we all know somebody like this, but, out of, for my own personal safety and, you can keep down conflict and argument in my own life, I won't mention anyone's name. But however, the people who will watch this video will know exactly who I'm talking about. Anyway, ladies, I don't understand, I even posted this topic on Facebook, why would you stay in an abusive relationship? Is it because women, they constantly preach about how they can do better or they can find a better man, but, they choose not to. They stay in these abusive relationships, out of fear. They think, or they have the mindset that oh, well, maybe, he's just going through a phase, or, oh, he always like this. She always tries to make up an excuse to people around her who try to constantly tell her to get out of this abusive relationship. And, she always makes up an excuse oh, maybe he'll change. It's like, woman, are you stupid? You have been in this relationship with this dude for 7 years. If he didn't change, if he hasn't changed in 7 years, then he's not gonna change. So you need to get that mentality out of your head that, you're in this crappy relationship with a guy because you think you can quote unquote change him. He'll change. A man's gonna be a man. He'll change if he wants to change. But if he sees that he can treat you like a dog and you allow it, then he's not going to change. What's the point in doing that? Why put yourself through that abuse? And, I'm going to quote a John B. song. And, Tupac, it's called Are You Still Down For Me by Tupac and John B. He said, he'll make you, I'll make you smile, but you'd rather have what makes you cry. That's true shit right there. And, now, as far as, the fellas, as far as men, men, men are kind of, supposed to be sort of the head of the household. Women, they're supposed to be our support. I'm a firm believer in that, and I'm also a firm believer in a 50-50 relationship too, where, a man and a woman has equal power. But, it's kind of ridiculous. Because, like I said, you got some of these submissive men, you got men who will let their woman run all over them, and you got men who let their woman, just dog them, talk shit to them, and a man's pretty much is he's breaking his back to make her happy, but the woman does not appreciate it whatsoever. And the only reason why he's staying in this relationship is because he don't think he can do better, because he got low self-esteem. He thinks, oh well, this right here is the best I can get, so I don't want to do anything to mess this up. And ladies and gentlemen, because ladies, they get in this predicament too, as I mentioned before. But when it comes to relationships, don't sell yourself short. There's 7 billion plus people on this planet and still growing. There's somebody out there who will like you for you, somebody who will accept you for you, and, somebody who will be 50-50 with you. Don't be in a relationship is supposed to be out of love and it's supposed to be caring. You're not supposed to be in a relationship with somebody because you're scared of them. That's completely left field. You're completely missing the point of a relationship if you're in it only because you're scared of that person and you don't think that you can do better. But some people, I think that's kind of childish. I think maybe some people kind of do. That's something that you kind of have to grow out of. But hey, some people, they never grow up. And, even my friend Grady, shout out to him. Oh yeah, shout out to my homie Trag too, because he wanted to shout out. And shout out to my boy G4 leader Ryan Gary. And shout out to my girl Keena Trey Much Brown. And shout out to everybody who watched this video too. But but my boy Grady, he was like, I know a girl who's in an abusive relationship, but she won't leave him because, of all the things they got together. They got kids together, they got houses, they got cars, they got, all that stuff. And they have all that together, and she don't want to jeopardize that. But, And, you know, guys, you know, men and women alike, you know, they do let possessive things, you know, they do let possessions run their relationship. And, you know, you got guys and girls who let, you know, children run their relationships too. And I also know something about that too, you know, where, you know, I know a guy and a girl who, you know, their relationship fell apart because of a kid being born. But I won't talk much about that either. But anyway, what do y'all think about people who stay in relationships out of fear? But, you know, alright, thank y'all for listening. You know, I hope y'all got something out of it. And I'll be back next time. Peace.